Hi everyone, in this session I'm just going to really quickly show you how we can add a camera to our race track and use the link controller to kind of have some nice camera effects and some following. So as you can see, I've already set up my basic car on the line. If you've still got the setup from the last one with the dummies and the cars, that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to come here and I'm just going to add a camera, and for this one I'm going to use a physical camera. And I'm going to go to the top down view. I'm going to click and drag it. So the the camera comes with two components to it, which we're going to cover. And we can see there's like a viewing plane, which is basically everything that's going to be inside our view, and we can move the camera using the normal movement tools, but we can also change one of our viewports so that we can see what's coming out of this physical camera, and this kind of gives a representation of what this camera is seeing. And although it's in wireframe at the moment, we can change the way it looks, so we could have default shading or anything like that, or if you had the ART renderer on, you could do live updates for that. And yeah, you can now sort of, as you move it left, right, up and down, or wherever, you can see how that's going to impact the final view. And if we're going to render this, we can sort of zoom in or whatever. And yeah, we can kind of get a nice pan on it. We can get a nice zoom in, zoom out type effects on whatever we're doing. So and the downside is that when we move our car, our camera doesn't move with it. So in the sort of viewport, the car would accelerate away, and that'd be kind of good for like a fixed camera, maybe like a starting line camera or whatever. But this is going to be the independent car camera, so we need to link these to the actual car. And this is the target for the camera, so this is the actual bit that it's looking at. Although it's coincidentally looking at the car, that's because I clicked and dragged it onto there when I first made it. So I'm just going to grab the target and I'm going to link it to the box that we're using, or if you were using the dummy, you could use the dummy if that's a better way of working for you. And now we can see that when I actually move the car, we can see that the target is still on it, and we can see that the fixed camera is sort of still watching it now as it moves, rather than it just being a fixed camera. The problem is we want the camera to come with it as well, so we're going to click on that as well, and then we're going to link that to the car. And now hopefully when we move the car, we will move the camera along with it, so it will stay in a fixed place. But as we discussed about links in the previous video, they inherit the motion from their parent, but they're not trapped to it, so they can have their own individual movement as well. So if we select the camera, we can still move that around, so you can get some really nice kind of moving, panning shots if you separately keyframe the car moving along, and you could sort of zoom or move the car around up, down, left, right, and all of those kinds of things to get some nice effects.